good news for you, for every Manchester United football fan across the globe, from Kenya to you, all over. Yes, as you can see in the title, how it went wrong for Jadon Sancho. I will first go back to when Manchester United were hunting for him. We were looking for Jadon Sancho for at least 3 years before he came to Manchester United. He was playing so good for Borussia Dortmund, and Manchester United was saying like we have to get him. Ole Gunnar came in, and finally, the last minute, we signed him for, was it? Yeah, 72 million euros. And as the saying goes, not all that glitters is gold. So what we fans, Manchester United fans, were expecting, we were expecting a better or a more improved version of Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. We were expecting amazing behavior, character, everything. Like, when you sign a big name player, you expect them to be better than they were in their previous team, or better and better. That's what we fans expected. But unfortunately, this kid, I think he was too proud and got lost in the moment, and became a sore in the ass for the club and to the fans. Like, you have to speak, I will have to speak, and I have to abuse this kid, but I don't want to be that person. But I can say, when we rank the worst signings in Manchester United, Di Maria, he is the second one. Alex Sanchez, we can forgive him because he didn't want to come to Manchester United. We forced him anyway. So this guy, he came, we gave him everything that he wanted and needed. He came, he performed. I think that season, we actually forgave him because we were saying he need to adapt to the Premier League because, like, okay, he had experience in England because he's English and also played for Man City Academy, but he had played his senior football in another country that is a German league, which to me personally is more of Farmers League. Sorry to say to German fans, but yeah, the truth needs to be told. Anyways, so we were expecting a very different version of Sancho, and obviously, as it happens or as it goes in every club, when you sign a player from a different league, you always give him at least one season to adapt to the league, and that's what we did with Jadon Sancho in Manchester United, and we expected him to actually come good the next season, and he didn't. He became so bad. The season ended. Like, I cannot even tell you how many goals or assists he scored because that's how bad and shit he was for Manchester United. And I was really wanting and asking when he's going to be released by the club, but Manchester United didn't want to go in a financial loss because of a player like Jadon Sancho. Now, so this is what happened. So he came, then Ole went, Ten Hag came, and we said, you know what? I think it is time for him to have a clean slate. And everybody agreed, like even him, everybody agreed with Ten Hag. And he came. I think he performed at least better in his first season. Then the second season, this kid or this guy decided to be trash shit. Like, I have never been so angry. I think the only player that has made me that angry in the last couple of 5 years is Andre Onana. Like, this guy, he even got, imagine, I would like anybody who is working in a corporate or just working anywhere, tell me where your boss is going to give you a 4 month off to get your head straight in a contract. But that's what happened to Jadon Sancho. He was given an off by Eric Ten Hag, and he was sent with the best. Okay, with he was literally, there was nothing that this guy, he was paid for by the club to have, let me just say, honeymoon to get his head straight. And we thought the guy was coming back. The guy that was coming back, we thought was going to be a better version of Jadon Sancho. And in some sort, he actually proved in the first 3 or 5 games, and he was super good. And we thought, finally, Jadon Sancho is back, and this is the guy that we signed. Yes, Snake Slide, what's up? Yes, that's the fuck. Yeah, so we thought Sancho has decided, I'm going to, pull up my socks. I'm going to put my, my feet in cold water and, work my ass off to actually do something for the club, because, and also for the fans. The fans have actually, given me a lot, in terms of patience, support. So I have to give back to them. He did perform well, but it was not to the expectations of what we fans wanted for him to do. And kids, if there will be a kid who's been watching, I hope you're above, yes, the age limit. Never follow an example of such a guy, of Jadon Sancho. Talent without discipline is just, let me just call it, just a lot of BS. Yes. Or what are you saying? So Sancho, then it came the climax of his indisciplined career playing for Manchester United. Like, this is a guy, when I talk about players who don't know the value of what or where they are, he's a very good example of players who do not understand the value of wearing that Manchester United jersey. That's not any other jersey. It is like, it is more than even being the president of a country. Even the president of your country would give you respect, and you'll be buddies because of that. So Jadon Sancho, then it came, we started seeing Sancho not playing. At times he's not even in the match squad. We thought it was an injury, and that's what we were told. Then one time, he said enough is enough, and he said, you need to put effort for you to actually, to play. And what did this guy do? This guy went to all social media and posted a very cryptic message directed to Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United at large. There is a red line. We fans will never accept a player to actually even touch or reach. Blaming the manager for you not playing. Yet, we have eyes and a brain to internalize and see. Like, you guys, you cannot, like, you really have to be outside of the club or the pitch because you're not giving effort. Yes. And that's where it all went bad for him. Then the season ended. A clean slate again. And there were rumors, actually not rumors, they are true. There was the senior most players in the club were telling him, you know what, you just need to apologize, end the beef and everything you had. Eric Ten Hag was actually, he left the door open for him because he understood him. He's just a kid who's trying to find a footing in this football world. And don't forget, he was earning 250. Yeah. And what happened to him? This guy got too big. He got a big ego. He became so egocentric, and he said he cannot apologize for that. And that's how it happened. I think he went for out of where did he go out of loan? Yes, I think he went to Aston Villa first. He didn't perform better. Actually, he scored. I think he did. Then he went to Chelsea. No, not Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund for a whole season. He helped them reach a Champions League final, although he did not play all the matches, but he was quite good. And we thought, well, at that juncture, we the fans had already given up with him, and we were saying like, go increase your value. And he did not fail us. He went, played well for Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund was actually willing and ready to buy him back. Yes, Manchester United was selling him around, I think, 40 million. But the problem came when he decided he's not going to take a pay cut. Yes. He came back, was loaned back to Chelsea. Chelsea performed at least better. He helped them, He scored in the final to win them a Conference League. Nothing happened. I think he went to Aston Villa. I think he went to Aston Villa last. Anyway, I don't care about him at all that much. But the fact remains that he went to Chelsea. He played well. Chelsea wanted to keep him because the buy obligation was cheaper at I think 25 million. And Chelsea wanted him, and they requested, you know what, we want to sign you, but we are going to have to ask you to take a pay cut of from 250 to 180. If I was Jadon Sancho and I'm being offered 180 k per week, I I don't know. I would just accept it because it is still good money. Like, you just need to save 2 weeks and you can buy any. You can buy any car you feel, any supercar you feel like you want at that price range. Like, yeah, if you're into that, you can do a lot with that money. So he said, no, I can't do that, etc., etc. So it happened. He went again for another season. Oh my days. Yeah, yes, what happened. And I'm personally happy that last season was the last, I think, with him. He's now out of contract. He doesn't have any contract with Manchester United, any ties, because this kid went ahead and literally deleted every, like, for those for that time he has been Manchester United, he has never posted anything to do with Manchester United. So this was a guy who had already decided he doesn't want to play for Manchester United. So because of his ego, now you're hearing teams are looking for wingers across the European peninsula, and nobody, absolutely no one, is even mentioning Jadon Sancho anywhere. Not even rumors, because a rumor is always near to the truth, and it is very expensive for a player of him to have a rumor about him. Not even his PR team can do anything to change the narrative. Do you know how bad you have to be to appoint a team like as middle tier teams are going for players from other leagues in Premier League, but they cannot mention you? Do you know how bad you have to be? Do you know how indisciplined you have to be? So this is a story to each and every person, every man out there. You might be talented, but without discipline, you're just let me just say a drunkard. Yes, because only drunk people do things that they cannot actually fathom the following day, and the hangover is over what they actually did. So my brothers, wherever you are outside there, please, discipline first, then the talent second. Because if you have talent first and then you don't have discipline, then you're going to have such a terrible career. And am I happy? I am very happy, because karma is always a bitch, and he's getting what he deserves. Yes, you showed the middle finger to the Manchester United fans. So yeah, so how? Okay, I think he's 25, 26, thereabout. What do I think about now his career? I'm telling you for sure, if there is nobody mentioning you, in the whole summer transfer, and many clubs are looking for wingers, and they haven't mentioned, including my club is looking for a left winger, and we cannot go back to him. We actually released him. Then you need to ask yourself a question. Yes, what the fuck did I do wrong? Well, Jadon Sancho, your career is, it was, but you decided to let it. Now I hope you enjoy the millions you got from Manchester United, because with the caliber and the character you have, this is not good to sustain you. Yes, so you need money, but I don't even imagine, even MLS cannot even mention him as a possible player to join any of the teams. Leave alone Saudi. Jadon Sancho, you deserve what you are getting right now. Yes. So guys, tell me what you think about this guy. Do you think his career is ever going to build back his career, or his career is now in the graveyard? I would like to know from you guys. So remember, comment, subscribe, and share. Cheers.